Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, Susan, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call right here on the Bordas and Bordas Hotline. It's simple. All you got to do is call us, 412-575-2600, and air your opinions. You can also do it on Twitter, at KDPomp, at Gene Collier. We're here to talk sports with you, and we will get into hockey because this was trade deadline day, and really the Penguins were kind of caught between a rock and a hard place after what happened on Saturday night in Philadelphia when not one but two of their best defensemen go down on the same sequence. Brian Dumoulin will not play tomorrow. Chris Letang will not play tomorrow in a very big game in Columbus, which is totally given itself a facelift and looks like the team that is all in for sure as they go down the stretch. So Jim Rutherford had to do something just to bring in some warm bodies. Eric Gudbranson is a kid from Vancouver who was a third overall pick back in 2010. He hasn't lived up to that billing at all. Not at all. And Gene Collier of the Post-Gazette, they also brought in Weidman, a guy who was immediately sent to the minors, and that's where he was with the Florida Panthers. So essentially here, they just did something to get them through this short-term gap. I'm not sure how long this is going to be because they didn't tell you timelines. But so far now, that means your top three defensemen essentially are gone, at least for this game tomorrow night. Matt is not going to be around, and then these two against Columbus, which has added quite a bit.
Yeah, also called up a defenseman today from Scranton Wilkes-Barre. So today, most of today, every third person arriving at the airport was a Penguins defenseman. And, you know, it goes kind of to the question of, you know, just the sheer amount of player turnover the Penguins have had in this season. It's almost enough to make you suggest that this just isn't, you know, their year, that they might not even make the playoffs because, you know, their key players are playing with different people. It seems like every 2 weeks to me, Bob. It's a difficult situation. It got a lot worse in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that game really took a lot. Not only did they lose the game, one they had up 3-1 with just over 3 minutes left, but they end up losing their two best guys. And now you go into, you know, they have 3 games against Columbus coming up in the next 12 days. Columbus adds Duchesne, Dzingel, McQuaid, and Keith Kincaid, a goaltender, in addition to not trading, who many people thought would be traded, and that would be Artemi Panarin and Sergei Bobrovsky. These are guys who are going to go into free agency now, and Columbus won't get much in return for them, if anything at all. So, Gene, Columbus has basically said, all right, here we go, and we're going to start a run.
Right, this game tomorrow night is really, really interesting. It wouldn't surprise me if Columbus started Kincaid in goal against the Penguins. They seem to be the one team he plays really well against. And, of course, he's going to be on their bench for the balance of the season. That's a really kind of shrewd move by the Blue Jackets, who've made a series of them, and now it's really starting to get interesting. Apparently, hockey season has started, Bob.
It is. You've waited for all season. Now here we are, 20 games left. The Penguins did get some good news tonight in that Montreal and Buffalo, two teams right around them, lost. Montreal has a 2-point lead over them as the first wild card. So there's a lot of stuff. There's some head-to-head games coming up, 2 with Carolina, 3 with Columbus. It's all going to come down to those games. Before we get into, I have high school scores I'm going to toss along. We'll show you those scores again tonight, 11 on KDK, because we're in semifinal time for basketball. Really an outstanding legend in Pittsburgh journalism passed away today at the amazing age of 103. Roy McHugh, who Gene Collier wrote about. I have not yet read that obit, but I'm sure it's just fantastic, as all of your writing is. But you know this guy very well. I read him a lot, especially as a boxing fan. I didn't get to know him very well, but 103, and yet he didn't he do the book with Art Rooney Jr.? At what age did he co-write that?
When that book was finished, I think in 2012, Art Jr. was 72 and Roy was 92. And that's a tremendous book if you get to see it. It's about Art Rooney and his clan, co-written by Art Jr. and Roy McHugh. It's a book that you'll never want to end. It's about all into the roots of the family and the Steelers scouting. Really, really excellent book. But Roy was a great guy. You know, really one of the top writers ever to go through Pittsburgh journalism. Just a giant at his craft, and I'll really miss him. I got to know him really well later in life.
Well, check it out, Gene Collier, online on the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette website, and you'll learn. And if you don't know about him, you should read about him and some of the work that he's done here, because he was one of the best in the business. I do know that. So rest in peace, Roy McHugh, dead at the age of 103. When we come back, we'll have your calls, 412-575-2600. Also on Twitter at KDPomp, at Gene Collier. We're just getting started. It's the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call right here on Pittsburgh CW. The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, celebrating 25 years as Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, where honesty and integrity still matter.